Hello everyone, it's Wilson here. Today I want to talk about this function composition problem. And as you can see here, we have x plus 3 over x that's being plugged into this function f, and it's equal to this. So this is given, and we are hoping that we can find the function f of x. And so how do we do that? So what we are trying to do is that we are going to find this function so that when we plug in this x plus 3 over x, we are going to get this function. Okay, so how do we do that? The usual way, right? The usual way is that we are going to first let u be this. So let u be this x plus 3 over x. Yes, so what are we doing here? U is equal to x plus 3 over x. And usually we are going to solve for x and then we try to replace all the x's by the u, and so that we can actually come up with a function. But you can see that if we are solving for x for this equation, it's going to be a lot of trouble. So instead of doing that, we are going to try a different way to do it. So what are we going to try? It's this. So first we have this function, right? F of x plus 3 over x, and it's equal to that. So now we claim that's equal to u. So we are going to just put the u in there. Okay, so let's just put the u. And all that, I mean, this f of u is equal to all this stuff on the right-hand side of this. So we are going to have 2x squared plus x plus 6. And then all over x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay, and then you may say, how do we do that if we do not solve for x? Let's actually just try to manipulate our expression right here so that it will look like x plus 3 over x, so that we can make a substitution for u. That will be the easy way instead of solving for x right here. Okay, so you may say, how do we manipulate this so that it will involve x plus 3 over x? As you can see here, if you just look at this x squared, and then there was the 3 here, then that can probably will allow us to manipulate so that we can get this expression. And then you may say, how do we do that? Let's rearrange the terms, right? Let's rearrange the terms. So if we are rearranging the terms, then we are going to get 2x squared, okay? And then plus 6, and then plus x right here. Then same thing for the bottom. Then you are going to get x squared plus 3 and then minus 4x. Then you may say, why do we also rearrange the terms in the numerator? It's really because you can see that for this 2x squared plus 6, if you factor out the 2, then you're also going to be getting x squared plus 3. So that's why we are also rearranging the terms by grouping the 2x squared plus 6 together, and then also the x squared plus 3 together. So what we're going to do is that we are going to just group them together like this by just adding parentheses. Okay, so now what are we going to do? We are going to just divide everything by x. Actually, we divide the top by x and we divide the bottom by x. Okay, or you can also just think of that as what? You can also just think of that as multiplying by 1 over x for the numerator, and then for the denominator. Okay, so far so good. And then now you may say, what are we going to get? We are going to get this. So let's just take those and then multiply by 1 over x. Okay, so we are going to be getting 2x squared times 1 over x will give us just 2x. Okay, so we are going to get just the 2x. And then plus, now 6 times 1 over x, just 6 over x. Okay, I'm going to just keep the parentheses for now. And then plus 1, right? X times 1 over x is 1. Okay, so far so good. And then now the denominator, what do we get here? Same thing, we are going to be getting x here, and then plus 3 over x. Then yes, keep the parentheses, and then minus just 4. Okay, so now as you can see, there is the x plus 3 over x here, which is the exact same thing that we are plugging into the function f. Okay, so now let's just continue. Remember that I mentioned that if we factor out the 2 from both terms inside this group, then we are also going to be getting the same thing as the expression that you have in the bottom inside the parentheses, right? So if we factor out the 2's, then we are going to be getting x plus 3 over x, right? I'm going to just use the green parentheses, and then plus 1, okay? Then we're just going to just copy the bottom. So we get x plus 3 over x, and then minus 4, and then the parentheses. Now, what do you see? We can actually replace the x plus 3 over x by u, because we claim that u is equal to this, right? So all we have to do right now is to replace it so that we get 2 times, what is this? This is u, so 2 times u, okay? So 2 times the u, and then plus 1 over u, and then minus 4. Okay, remember this is coming from the f of u, right? So if we put it right here, then you can see that if you plug u into the function f, then we get 2u plus 1, and then the quantity is divided by the quantity of u minus 4. So that means if we just replace all the u's by an x, then we actually come up with a function. Okay, so what do we get here? So we have f of x. It's actually the same thing, right? So 2x plus 1 and then x minus 4, and then we come with a function. This way would actually be easier if you try to solve for x here, as you can see that will be more trouble when you try to solve for x here. Okay, so that's it for this problem. To help me make math learning available to everyone, please share my videos to others and subscribe my channel. It will give me support and make more videos. Let's work together to help students and children learn math more easily. Thank you.